Hi everyone, it's me Alli, but now I'm going to be Alli the Heister Sorcerer. Now listen up people, our mission is to rescue Gondians from an underwater base called the Iron Throne.
Where I'm supposed to be rescuing Lae'zel.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Oh, so she's being captive at the Iron Throne.
No, okay listen, because I'm only going to say it one time. Our mission is to get 3 magic stones. Each stone is being kept by the individuals Orin, Gortash, and Ketheric Thorm. We already killed Ketheric, so we have his stone. Now we have to find the other 2. We found Gortash at the top of his castle, and Orin found us. She kidnapped Lae'zel, and we don't know where she's hiding. Orin told us that we need to kill Gortash, and then she'll free Lae'zel. We have to rescue Lae'zel because we don't leave friends behind. But we have no idea where Orin is hiding. We have no choice but to kill Gortash. Besides, she got kidnapped with a legendary weapon. We went to the castle to scout the area, and besides the dozen of guards that protect him, there are Steel Watchers. Some type of steampunk mechs that are very tough. They are weak to electricity, but I have a better idea. Some dwarves or gnomes told us that they are being controlled by a main factory. So, if we destroy the building, all the Steel Watchers are going to be destroyed. And they gave us a powerful bomb.
Ah, so we're gonna destroy the factory with the bomb.
No, because I don't want to kill the innocent Gondians that are being slain by Gortash. We tried to convince them to rebel and help us with the destruction of the factory. But there's a problem. Their families are kidnapped. And if they fight back, their families are going to die. They don't know where their families are being kept. But after investigating a bit, we managed to find out where it was. And we secured a submarine to go over there.
So, we go to the underwater base, rescue the Gondians, and get out. Simple.
Well, there's one more thing. The Iron Throne is going to start the self-destruct sequence the moment we try to get in. So, we have a time limit to get in and get out alive with all the Gondians. Any questions? Good, let's move on. Who is going to come with me in this mission? We need a strong fighter, somebody that can tank many powerful enemies that we'll encounter. So, Karlach, you won't be coming. Shadowheart is going to be our new tank. We also need a healer and somebody that gives us buffs and removes debuffs, so she's perfect for the job. Also, she can use a conjuration spell, which makes her summon a powerful ally that can deal a lot of damage. The next companion is going to be Will. We need your warlock powers to deal a lot of damage, and Misty Step to move faster and unlock doors. Also, he can summon a powerful ally that can deal a lot of damage. And finally, the last companion that is coming is Astarion, because he is fast and a sneaky ranger that can move swiftly and attack from distance. Also, he has a small crow that can help us distract enemies. Now time to prepare and get some buffs. Shadowheart, you're giving us freedom of movement, so we can have an easier time moving if we get into difficult terrain. Gale, he will be giving us Long Strider, so everyone can move 3 meters more, which it doesn't sound like much, and it's actually going to be very helpful. Will and Astarion, you're getting some invisibility potions, so you don't get attacked and can go straight to open the doors and free the Gondians. And finally, some of us have a spell called Dimension Door, which can teleport the user and an ally to another place. One last thing, I'm going to be a sorcerer.
And a woman.
Because this is for my first time playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. And I choose a sorcerer with a lot of charisma. So now that we are ready, time to go and rescue the Gondians. We finally go underwater, and suddenly, Gortash calls us. This is the moment he discovers we're trying to get inside the Iron Throne. So, he begins the self-destruct sequence. We summon our extra allies, prepare our buffs, and we are going in. The moment we get inside, we actually notice that there is somebody else that needs to be rescued. It's Omelumm, the mind flayer that we encountered in the Underdark in Act 1. So we also have to rescue him. Fortunately, I already have him in mind, so we shouldn't have problems to get to him. We start by sending Devil Guy first, so he's taking the aggro and starts dealing all the damage. Then we position him where he can aggro other enemies. Meanwhile, Astarion goes in and ignores all enemies. His mission is to sneak in and to first free the prisoners. We now go with Angel and Brainy. Brainy finishes the fish guy, and I try to use Angel as somebody that can free prisoners. Unfortunately, he can't. I guess he's too dumb. But don't worry, I still have Shadowheart and Carmessi to open the door. Yeah, Carmessi is the name of my character. Shadowheart frees the first prisoner, and Carmessi frees the second prisoner. I dash to get close to Shadowheart again, and then use my meta magic to use a spell as a bonus action. So now I use a Scroll of Dimension Door to teleport us both to the next prisoners. Then at the end, Will just dashes so he can go to his part of the prison. I move and accommodate my pets / summons, and I end my turn. The fish guards move and get ready to attack, and some prisoners start escaping. By the way, before we continue, I free the prisoners immediately, because last time I freed them at the end, since they only need 1 or 2 turns to escape, but for some reason they bugged and didn't know how to escape, so they took more than 2 turns to escape, which made 1 or 2 to die. So I'm not making the same mistakes. I'm actually making other mistakes. But surprisingly, I was lucky with some decisions. Okay, let's continue. Carmessi starts by freeing another prisoner and then moving to help Omelumm. Since she can cast a fly scroll, she won't have problems to move quickly. She got close to an enemy, and before she ends turn, she uses Ray of Frost to try to slow this fish guy. This is something that is going to be a lucky decision. First, I was going to miss, but Shadowheart is close enough to give me a small buff to hit my target. Second, I'm using a lot of my meta magic. I was lucky to have enough, so we use my quick spell. Meta magic is the type of magic that makes some spells to be more powerful or to be able to use it when you're not supposed to. Also, the Ray of Frost causes a small area to be frozen, which makes it slippery and gives a high chance on an enemy to slip and be prone. Angel is next. He flies to the enemy and uses Wrathful Smite, which makes a critical hit. Another lucky moment. Now it's Will's turn. He uses Misty Step to get to the doors, and this is when I realized I made another mistake. I should have at least short rested to have more Warlock spells. At least he still has 1 more. It's going to be enough for now. He frees some prisoners and continues. We change to Devil Guy, and we attack the fish guards. Then we go with Astarion. He frees all the prisoners from his side and uses his mobile shot to hit him with his bonus action to kill the fish guard. So now the prisoners are free to escape. Meanwhile, Brainy and Crow are dealing with the fish champion. At least they can tank the guard. Fortunately, the Crow is able to blind him. This was another lucky moment. Now, Shadowheart frees even more people and positions herself to stop the enemies if they try to chase the prisoners. We finally end our turn, and it's time for the prisoners to escape. Some of them are a bit bugged, and it's a bit funny, and more visuals came out, and it's our turn now. Carmessi has to go through some fish people. This was going to be a problem, but in another lucky moment, being able to fly gives me the ability to just fly over the door. So it's not open, and the enemies won't be able to get inside. Thanks to this, I'm able to help Omelumm. Angel finishes the fish champion and moves to help Will. Meanwhile, Will frees the last prisoners, and it's now time to escape. Since there are still many enemies that need to be killed, the devil guy is going to help Will too. And Astarion is going to help Shadowheart to get out with all the prisoners that are on their way out. I should have sent more help to Will. One of the fish people are already stopping the Gonodians and try to kill them. I move all the pets and summons to help my companions. I keep Shadowheart in place so she can stop the fish guards, and the rest of the prisoners keep moving. In Omelumm's turn, he teleports out and into the submarine, so he's completely safe. But the rest of the Gondians are still in trouble. So, with the power of flying and meta magic, I'm able to get to Will in only one turn and kill some of the fish guards. I move Angel to aid Shadowheart, which I should have done it much earlier. Will and Devil Guy team up and they kill the fish guard. So we only have one corridor to worry about. Astarion uses his lightning arrow to kill many fish guards and help Shadowheart to get out. Brainy moves and Crow helps Shadowheart. He blinds one of the fish guards and we can move out. Shadowheart uses her crossbow to use an arrow of roaring thunder to push the fish guards or kill them. More Gonodians escape. I bring Omelumm out of the submarine to see if he can help. He won't, and I position many of my characters and companions to be ready to escape in the last turn. Astarion is the first one in getting out. Carmessi and some summons get ready to kill any guards that want to interrupt us, and for a moment, Shadowheart was having trouble in getting out. Many fish guards were chasing her. Fortunately, she still had concussive smash, which makes the guard stay still and gives her the opportunity to escape. Meanwhile, the remaining Gondians were ready to escape, or at least most of them. The fish people continue to pursue us, but now I have the biggest problem. One Gondian wasn't going to make it out. He needed at least 2 turns to get out. I tried to help him with Carmessi, since she can still use her scroll of dimension door to escape, but he was too far. Only one companion was close enough to get in range with him, Will. But he didn't have 2 turns to get him out. This was another lucky moment. Will still had haste. This gives you an extra turn, so he was able to hug the Gonodian, use his dimension door, and position him right next to the stairs to be able to get out. Will escaped in time and he was safe. Carmessi finishes many of the fish guards with lightning bolt just to be safe, and she got out. Omelumm got to the submarine, and behind him Shadowheart got out too. Finally, the last Gonodians got to the submarine. And we did it. All the Gondians and Omelumm were saved.
Greets you as the submersible slows to a halt. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So it seems will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne.
We made it! We actually made it!
It's over!
I'm so
It's
tired.
finally over!
How do people
We're
do
safe.
this all day?
Very well.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us! Saved us all! I thought it impossible, but you did it!